All right, we'll go ahead and get started. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining our session today, and I thank you for your participation. I see a lot of people they join early, so thank you all of those people who join early. So today's session we'll talk about how to become MCT. In past, I have been asked by many people. I'm being Microsoft certified trainer. There were questions around about MCT, and that's when I decided, I should have a session, and it's just basically a session on demand where people have requested to know about the MCT certification and what are the benefits and how we can, get certified as Microsoft certified trainer. And just for housekeeping purpose, I have muted all the audience. If you have any questions, please feel free to type in the chat, and I will answer those questions. And we'll also have a Q&A session where we'll take the questions. Additionally, I will also walk through the MCT guidelines, the requirements. Plus, I will also demonstrate some of the features, some of the benefits that as being an MCT that you get as a part of this certification. With that, I will move on to just to give you a brief introduction who I am. I am Neeraj Kumar. I'm lead cloud architect. I work for one of the financial audit firm, and I work as Azure. I primarily work on Azure and AWS. And in AzureTalk, all of you know. If you don't know, then probably it's the time to introduce you. So AzureTalk is a community-based. I am a community-based group where we help each other answer questions and answers on Azure, and we share knowledge, and we help each other. And in past, I have conducted more than 35 sessions. It's not only me who have conducted, but I have been receiving support from my AzureTalk core group members as well. And that includes Lalit and Shakti and Ashish, all these people. And I have, other core group members where we have conducted more than 35 sessions. And in today's session, we'll talk about how to become MCT, that is Microsoft Certified Trainer. I ironically or incidentally, I'm also an MCT, so that's how I got to know about this certification. So I have been MCT for almost 10 years, close to 10, more than 10 years, and Microsoft has recently recognized my effort, and they sent me a 10-year anniversary gift with a special certificate which calls out my 10-year tenure with Microsoft, being Microsoft certified trainer. If you're already part of our Azure Talk forum, group, good. If you're not, then probably you can join our Azure Talk Telegram group, which is t.me/Azure Talk. You can join that if you have already not joined. You can also join our DevOps group, which is again for Azure DevOps. So we have brilliant people answering all your questions. So it's AzureDevOpsPro.com. And we have our own YouTube channel where we post all this recording of all the past recording sessions that you can refer those there. In fact, today's session will also be posted there, and you can go there. It's youtube.com/c for channel/Azure Talk. So you can take your time, and you can review all our videos. So please feel free to refer those and like it, subscribe to it, and provide your feedback. We always monitor those feedback and make sure that we improve upon it. All right. With that, I will move on to the agenda. So what are we going to cover today? So we are going to cover, obviously, this is a topic for my how to become Microsoft certified trainer. So we'll start with what is MCT certification in nutshell. What exactly it is and why one should get certified. So we'll talk about MCT certification. Then after that, we'll move on to what are the requirements, for being an MCT. Can everybody become MCT, or there is certain requirement that we have to fulfill? So we'll talk about that. Then we'll talk about what is the MCT application process. How do you really, once let's say you meet the eligibility requirement, Now, how do I proceed? How do you really apply for this? So what is the process? Can I apply online? Can I, have to apply physically, paper? What is the process? We'll talk about that. Then, we'll also talk about this is again, this is not for the new MCTs, but if you're already an MCT and you're trying to renew, so like, you have to renew your MCTs. We'll talk about the renewal process, how to renew MCT, Microsoft Certified Trainer certification. Then we have something called MCT Alumni program. Now we'll also talk about that. I'll not, give you more detail here, but just in case you were an MCT and for some reason either you couldn't meet the renewal criteria or you couldn't continue to be an MCT, you can always come back and join the MCT Alumni program, which is like for past MCTs who are not holding or who couldn't renew their MCT certification. Then we'll talk about MCT benefits, what benefit you get once you become an MCT, what benefits, resources that Microsoft provides you for to help you prep being the best trainer out there in the industry. So we'll talk about those benefits, and I will also give you a demo using my own account where I will show you all the benefits, in action. So basically, you will be able to see it. And finally, we'll take question and answers. Any question and answer that you have. So with that, I will move on and let's straight away dive into the first agenda topic, which is what is MCT certification. All right. So MCT is also is known as like a Microsoft Certified Trainer. So this is a certification for trainers, and it's an annual certification. So basically every year you have to recertify yourself. So like, this certification is valid for 1 year, and after 1 year you have to renew it by like meeting the renewal criteria. So that's why like anybody who is not an MCT today, they will apply for an MCT, and after 1 year they'll have to renew. So for applying for an MCT has a different criteria, applying for a new MCT has a different criteria, and renewing MCT next year has a slightly different criteria. So like, we'll talk about both those, but just keep this in mind that Microsoft Certified Trainer is an annual certification, and this is mainly to to teach Microsoft courses, any Microsoft courses, be it Azure, Windows, Exchange, SCCM, SCOM, any and anything and everything, or .NET, which is related to Microsoft technology, you can teach this. And Microsoft will help you, support you in every way to bring you up to the speed in terms of delivering a great training to your students or to your audience or in company. You don't have to be trainer, but you could be trainer even in your current company also, where you're educating people, your team members, fellow members, so you can do that. So Microsoft is equipping you with this certification. They'll provide you tools, they'll provide you resources to support you that. Again, as I said, it's an annual membership program. So basically, like, every year you'll have to renew your membership with us. And the renewal can be done over online. So like, you don't have to go anywhere. You can renew your MCT online. So, log into the MCT portal, and all those links I have put in as an appendix. So you can, refer those. You log into the MCT portal, and from there, you can renew your certification 90 days in advance. So basically, Microsoft gives you that early time, and plus they also give you 45 days post your expiry, and you can still renew and maintain your MCT status without any break. So that is in nutshell, the MCT certification is. Key point to summarize, it's a certification to teach Microsoft course. It's an annual program, so every year you have to renew it, and applying for an MCT has a criteria that you have to fulfill, the eligibility criteria, and plus renewal of MCT certification after first year also has its criteria which you have to meet, which is like slightly different, but more or less we'll talk about those criteria as well. But in general, this is what is MCT certifications. MCT stands for Microsoft Certified Trainer. All right. So let's talk about the eligibility criteria for a new application. So let's say you've never been an MCT and you want to become an MCT, Microsoft Certified Trainer, and you want to apply for that. What is the criteria that you need to have? So the first criteria first is even in order to teach a course, you need to have a certification from Microsoft, any certification as of today. So you can have your MCSA certification, or you can have your MCSE certification or MCSD, any certification that, or Microsoft Office support also is fine. So if you have, or MS Dynamics, any course, any certification, so at least you should have one valid certification even before you begin your MCT application process. Okay, so keep that in mind. You should be certified. So if you're not certified, well, you cannot apply it. First, you need to achieve a certification of Microsoft. So it could be MCSA, MCSC, and it can be of any domain. So it could be MCSC on Windows, Azure, .NET, MCSD, anything. You have to just have one certification, qualified certification. Once you have that certification, then what's next? The next is Microsoft wants to make sure that they're giving this certification to people who have instructional skills, which means people who can deliver the sessions, who can train people, and they know what it looks like to train people, or in a classroom session. So you have to meet an instructional requirement. Now, when Microsoft say that you have to meet instructional skills requirement, they are not really literally referring you. So they are giving you different options by which you can meet that requirement. So two options you have. One is there are courses, there are certifications for even instructional skills also. Those certifications are CompTIA CTT plus certification. You can take that if you really want to do that. That certification is there, which anybody can take to prove. So, and CompTIA CTT plus consists of two parts. Part one is objective-based questions, and then part two is where you'll have to upload a video of your mock session that you'll do, 20 minutes, and you upload it, and that gets evaluated. That's a CBT CompTIA. So you can take that, or you can also take PrecMaster USA. And actually, there is a whole list of instructional skill certification which is available, which you can opt for. But I have just listed a couple of those which are a little popular and people who go for it. So you can take their certification and prove your instructional skills. That's one way. The second way is, if let's say in your current role or in past, it doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be in current role. Even in past, if you have worked as an instructor, let's say maybe in your previous role, probably you could have worked, or even 10 years back also, if you worked as a trainer, and if you can produce that experience letter from that organization, that at least for 1 year that you worked as a trainer, that will qualify you for instructional skills requirements. So you don't have to go through any certification. So two options, right? If you have an experience, you worked as a trainer, and you have experience letter from that respective organization for minimum 1 year, you can just use that and you can apply for MCT. If you don't have that, in that case, you need to go through the certification, which is CompTIA, CTT plus, or PrepMaster, or any certification for that reason, which proves your instructional skills. In my case, I didn't go for CompTIA CTT plus because when I started my career back in 2001, I started as a trainer. In fact, I was trainer for first 3 years of my career, and then after that I moved on and worked for different companies, including Microsoft. I worked with Microsoft also. But if you have that experience and you worked as a trainer, then you don't have to do any instructional skill certification. But if you have not, if you don't have that, and you're starting afresh, or maybe you're trying to think about becoming a trainer, then probably you can become a full-fledged trainer, or being a part-time, being a freelancer, whatever it is, and you deciding that this is the right certification I should go for, and you have not worked as a trainer, then you do a certification which will prove your instructional skills. Okay, so these are the two requirements. One, you should have any current Microsoft certification. Plus, second, you need to meet your requirement of demonstrating instructional skills. That could be either by passing one of the instructional skills certification, which is CompTIA, or any certification of that. There are some 10, 12 certifications which Microsoft has authorized. Or you can use your reference experience letter, instructional experience. All right, so you can use any of these two. And I see questions coming on, and I will take those questions during Q&A session. So please keep typing, and I will answer those questions during the Q&A session. All right. So this is where, when you apply for new MCT application process, what is the MCT application process, how it looks like? So Microsoft has MCT enrollment tool, which is in a URL. You can go online and you can apply for MCT enrollment. So the process is you don't have to go to any office anywhere. You can sit on a computer, and from there you can apply. So you can go to MCT enrollment tool, which is a link on the website, and from there you can apply for your MCT. Now, obviously, before applying for MCT, I would assume that you have already fulfilled your requirement, that you have an MCSE or MCSA certification plus 1 year of experience, or you already have passed any instructional skills exam, so that you can do. I'm assuming that you have done, and that's why you're going for enrollment. So once you log in, you can go through and actually there is a link which I have posted, so I will bring that, so which walks you through the complete application process. So during the demo, I will show you where it shows all the snapshot that you have to go through, and then depending on whether renewing it or you're applying for a new MCT certification, you can do that. So that's the process. The process is you go online and apply from there. If you have it will ask you for your employment status. Now, employment status is where if you're working for a CPLSO, I mean it's a Certified Partner Learning Solutions company. So anybody who is certified from Microsoft, or Gold Partner, or Bronze Partner, Silver Partner, Learning Partner, and if you're working with them, then probably you can go through that. If you're not, then if you're a freelancer, like me, I'm a freelancer, I don't associate myself to anybody. In that case, you should select the freelancer as your category, and then the freelancer, and then they will being an IT pro, so you can select freelancer IT pro. So that's how, if you're not employed by any CPLS, any certified partner learning solutions provider. Then obviously you have to pay the payment. So if you are in India, the cost for this is $125 that you have to pay. This is for the first time, when you're applying for a new MCT certification. At renewal, it is $100. And this is annual fee, by the way. Remember, this is an MCT certification which every year you have to renew. So every year you have to pay this fee. If you're in US, first time application fee is $1,000, and depending on which country you are in, the payment or the fee could be higher or lower, and you can go to Microsoft website to find out what is the fee. But I have just taken two reference points here, one for India and one for US. So in US it's $1,000. In India, it's $125 for a new certification. And if you're working for any of the certified, partner learning solution provider, in that case, you will receive a discount of 25%. But I'm assuming if you're not, then you pay the full fee. All right. So this is about the new MCT application process. Let's talk about renewal. So let's say you have applied for MCT and you got it, and then after it's 1 year anniversary, and that's when you have to renew it. So the renewal process is you need to have, again, the same thing. You need to have a current MCT Microsoft certification program at the time of renewal. You should have one certification, and then at the time of renewal, the criteria changes. At the time of applying a new application, your criteria was that you prove that you have 1 year of instructional experience. Whereas, if you do it as a part of the renewal, what you have to do is you have to give an evidence that you have taught at least one class in the entire year, minimum one class. And this requirement was not there earlier, but now Microsoft is enforcing it. So that means, any classes that you have taken, it could be free, it could be paid, anything, it doesn't matter. Now, in order to prove that you have taken that class, you'll have to take a survey of your class. So let's say that class could be 1 student, 10 student, 50 student, it doesn't matter. And that survey has to be taken. The tool you can use, either that is metrics that matter, that tool is there, which is Microsoft is offering for MCTs, or you can also have your own offline feedback mechanism. So like, you can use an online form like Microsoft form and collect the feedback from your students, or you can use paper-based feedback form, which you can take, which can scan and upload at the time of application renewal. So when you fill your renewal application form, Microsoft will check your certification eligibility, because your Hotmail ID, your Windows Live ID is attached to your certification profile, so they will pick it up that you already have a qualified certification. Plus, in order to see that you have taken one class, either they will ask you to, if you have metrics MTM, which is metrics that matter, it's automatically connected, so it will pick those results from there, and they'll say, okay, I see that the candidate, the trainer who is applying for renewal has taken one class, and the survey results are there, and it will automatically picked up from MTM. If not, if you don't have MTM and you don't want to use that, in that case, you will take the feedback form, scan it, and it gives you an option of upload the scan image of that. Okay, so that's when you will get it. Now, as far as MTM is concerned, yes, MTM will come after you have become an MCT. So that is at the renewal time. So once you become MCT, you can go and create an MTM account for you free of cost. Otherwise, it takes money. But once you become MCT, you can create an MTM account, and then from there you can track your classes. Now, this class, it doesn't have to be, it has to be anything related to Microsoft technology. It doesn't have to be like, Microsoft official curriculum. Any class, it could be Azure, SQL, .NET, 1-day class, 5-day class, it doesn't matter, because Microsoft want to make sure that you are training on Microsoft technology, plus you're also maintaining a consistently good feedback about your instructions, that that you're delivering training people. So Microsoft tracks that by MTM tool, or you can use your own feedback tool. So that's important for Renew. All right, so let's move on to the MCT Alumni. Now, MCT Alumni program is for formal MCT program members. So basically, like, for example, I'm an MCT, and for some reasons I couldn't renew, or I don't want to renew. In that case, I can pay a small fee and become part of MCT Alumni program. Now, MCT Alumni program has some benefits. So some of the benefits that you have, that you can get a discount on e-learning program. Actually, I'll talk about benefits of MCT. That there you will see it has a lot of values, being an MCT. It's not only that you can train people, but also being an MCT, Microsoft gives you so much of discounts, so much of benefits to make you a better trainer, right? So that's the objective of Microsoft. So Microsoft gives you all those offered to you. But let's say you couldn't renew your MCT for any reason. In that case, you can become MCT Alumni depending on where you are. They have small fee. They charge you a very small fee. So as a benefit, you will get discount on e-learning product that Microsoft has. You will also get exam discount on the vouchers. In case of being an MCT, you get 50% discount. In case of MCT Alumni, I think it is slightly less, but you also get discount voucher. Plus, you will also get discount to ebooks and books, anything that you want to buy from Microsoft Press, Microsoft Store. On that, you will get the discount. So I hope that probably we will not require to be part of MCT Alumni. We'll continue to renew our MCT. So probably you will not. But in case you're unable to do so, then in that case you can become part of MCT Alumni. All right. So let's move on to the MCT benefits. What are the benefits that you get, being an MCT? This is the crux, and this is the most interesting thing that probably I would like to talk, and then subsequently I'll also give you the demo as in, what are the benefits. So the first benefit is about, the MCT. Being an MCT, Microsoft offers you, software and services benefits. Now, why they give you that? So that when you go and train your train your students, you already have a good exposure, and you could be really you're delivering an excellent session to your students. So as a part of this, what Microsoft is giving you, the first thing is they give you MSDN subscription. Now it is Visual Studio subscription. Depending on what certification you have at the time of applying for MCT, you will get Visual Studio, Enterprise or Professional, depending on what you have. So like, for example, if you get Enterprise, you will get $150 of Azure credit as part of that subscription. But anyway, I'll come to that later. But depending on what certification, if you have developer certification at the time of applying your MCT, you will get Visual Studio Enterprise subscription. And with that, it comes with unlimited number of, not unlimited, basically 5 licenses for each of the software. So Windows Server 2016, 2012, Exchange Server, all those licenses come to free. But remember, these licenses are only for lab purpose. You cannot use it in production. This is to do a lab so that you are, as a trainer, you are ready, and you can deliver those sessions to your students. All right, so that's one benefit. That's the biggest benefit. If you want to buy your own MSDN retail subscription, it will cost you 10 times more than MCT fee itself. All right. The second benefit that you get, and that is, I think, included in the MSDN. These all features are included being part of MSDN. Is depending on which Visual Studio subscription that you get. If you have Enterprise, you'll get $150 of monthly credit of Azure. So which means like you're talking about $1,800 per month. So that is more than sufficient for doing your hands-on and practice for your Azure. So that will really benefit you in long run, right? So that's one of the benefit. In fact, that's what I use for giving demo in our AzureTalk sessions. Most of you people have seen it, and thanks God that I have MCT certification and I have MSDN subscription, and I could use that to share my knowledge and show those demo to our members. Right, the AzureTalk community members. Then you also get one user Office 365 subscription. So for one user, you will be able to use your Office 365 online subscription, and you get full-fledged access, including your Office, Exchange Online, SharePoint Online, Link Online, OneDrive, and all those you will get as part of that. So that's second benefit, in addition to MSDN subscriptions, which give you unlimited access. Which gives you licenses for Microsoft softwares. The third benefit is you get 5 user EMS E5 licenses. So for 5 users, you can use Enterprise Mobility Security, which is Microsoft, MDM and Mobile Device Management and Mobile Application Management, and Azure Active Directory Premium licenses as part of that for 5 users. So that's also very useful for me. I use it for a lot of demo, especially when I do demo for Azure Active Directory Premium features. So I can use that as a part of that. So that is included. And finally, if you are into data science and data visualization, Microsoft is also offering you Power BI license. So you can use the one user Power BI license, Pro license. So that means you can have up to 10 GB of data ingestion. If you're using Power BI free, I think it's 500 MB or whichever it is. But they offer you one user license for Power BI Pro. So this was the software benefits. Then Microsoft has Azure Pass program. So Microsoft offers credit for using with Azure services. So for example, they'll offer you $100 of credit. So let's say if you're preparing, in addition to already the credit that they are giving you part of Visual Studio, they will also offer you $100 of credit for any course that you're teaching related to Azure, and that has to be You can request that. So I think every 3 days you can request for $100 of credit in addition to your MSDN subscription, right? And this is again, this is not to be used for the students. This is to be used for your own training preparation. Okay. So make sure that you're not misusing it. If any of the terms you violate, Microsoft can take away your MCT certifications. So, all these benefits are meant for you and to be used as a trainer. It shouldn't be given out to the students. Okay, so use it and make sure that you're not misusing it. If Microsoft discovers it, probably they can revoke your MCT certification. All right, so these were the two benefits. Then let's move on to the other benefits. We have a whole lot of other benefits too. So the next benefit is Microsoft official curriculum. So now let me take some time and define what is MOOC. So Microsoft, in short, we call it MOOC. It's Microsoft official curriculum. So as name says, it's a Microsoft official curriculum, and Microsoft basically, for any certification, for example, 7533 or 7535, or which is Azure certification, Microsoft has an official course, instructor-led training. It's called instructor-led training. Any instructor will train you. So those courses are officially released by Microsoft for every certification, and those are where you go to the CPLS, which is a Certified Partner Learning Solution Provider, and you take those courses, sitting in the classroom. So those courses are driven using Microsoft official curriculum. So Microsoft offers those courses, and being an MCT, they are offering you free access to MOOC courses. And Microsoft official curriculum courses, you can use that for your own, training your own self. You cannot use this to train other students. You can use that MOOC to train other students only if you're working at any learning partner solution provider. You cannot use this to train others. So it's only Microsoft is giving you so that you can prepare yourself for Microsoft certifications, anything that you can do it. But if you really want to train people using this MOOC, you have to be affiliated with one of the learning partners. Okay, but anyway, so every MOOC has online lab. So any MOOC that you work or you read, it will have corresponding lab. So Microsoft has created something called Microsoft or MOOC online lab. So you can go there and you can request your lab, and you don't have to do anything, and you can go through all the lab steps before you deliver the session. So so that in case there is any question from your students, you already have done that lab, so you will be able to answer that. And it's free of cost. Again, it's a Microsoft online lab, and I'll show you all things in demo, and we'll see that. So, and again, this is not to be used for students. It's only for for supporting trainer readiness. So in case if you're training a student, so Microsoft wants you to have full hands-on before even you start training students. Okay. Then next is you get exam vouchers. If you're an MCT, by default, MCT receives 50% of discounts of exams. So let's say if you're taking exam in US, it's $165, and if you're an MCT, you will pay only $82.5. In India, I think roughly 6,000, so 3,000 rupees. That's what you will pay. So 50% discount you get by default on any MCP exam, any. And right now, Microsoft is also running an offer up to June 2018, wherein they're offering 75% discount for Microsoft Azure related exams. So any exam that you take for Azure, they're offering 75% off discount. So you're only paying 25% being an MCT. So that's I'm entitled to, and I can request that voucher, and I can take the exam with only by paying 25% fee. Plus, Microsoft also offers you every 12 months. So every 12 months you will get to write MOS, which is Microsoft Office exam. So Word, Excel, PowerPoint. Every 12 months you can request one, and you will get it. And this is free of cost. It's included as a part of the the MCT benefits. So These are the benefits that you get: 50% discount. In case of Azure, it is 75% discount. And plus, every 12 months, you can ask for, Microsoft Office vouchers. So these two benefits. Then Microsoft has something called Learning Download Center. From that's where you can download your PDF version of a Microsoft official curriculum, which is, again, it's a watermarked. It's very clearly stated that it's only for the trainer, not to be used by students. So Microsoft offers you that Microsoft official curriculum, the PDF version. It's also called Trainer Handbook. You can download that. Plus, they also, for every mock, they offer you PowerPoint, so you can use PowerPoint deck. They also offer one mock in OneNote. So, the same mock which is in the PDF, which is also offered in most of the have OneNote, if not all, but at least most. And then they'll also offer you lab setup guide, where you can download that, and when you're giving training to people, you can set up your lab accordingly. So all those things you can download from the Microsoft Learning Download Center. Okay. So then move on to the next set of benefits. So next set of benefit is we talked about Microsoft official curriculum. So that anyway you can download from the download center. However, Microsoft is also offering you to purchase a way to purchase. Let's say you want to purchase physical copy of mock, and that you can do through Courseware Marketplace, which is where Microsoft has basically from where you can buy Microsoft official curriculum courses. Now, this Courseware Marketplace access is granted with certain limitations. This is meant to be used by the certified learning partners, CLPS. But being an MCT, they also give you access to this Courseware Marketplace. But the limitation is that you have free access. You have free access to a mock copy, but only free access of digital mock copy. When I say when I said this digital mock copy, I mean rather I'm saying soft copy. So the soft copy of mock is free, but if you want to buy a hard copy, you'll have to pay $20, $25 depending on what is the price. But if you want to buy more than one, you will not be able to do it. So you're only allowed to order single copies of any mock, because Microsoft doesn't want you to order mock for your students, because the Microsoft official curriculums have to be ordered through this learning partner. Not MCT can order it, basically. Okay, so make sure that you're only using. I mean, you will be only allowed to order one which is free of cost, but hard copy is what you pay for. Plus, they also have something called DMOC or ODMOC. I also called on-demand Microsoft official curriculum. So on-demand Microsoft official curriculum is where these mocks are already the trainers, they have already delivered the session, and those are recorded sessions for this mock, and you can use that. So again, you also have access to that. So that is digital mock or on-demand mock, you can call it. So all those you get it, and again it's free of cost, one copy of each of Microsoft official curriculum course. Then the next benefit is Microsoft is offering you, you can access Microsoft e-learning. So basically, this is another way. In case of mock, it is oriented towards certification, whereas e-learning is where you learn about Microsoft technologies in general, and there are many other courses also. That is again free access. You can do that, and you can learn any new technology related to Microsoft through that. So that's again free of cost. Then moving on to the next one. These are some of the benefits, the more continuous, like MCT Central. MCT Central is an online community support. So once you become MCT, if you need any support, so you can go and post your question in the chat. So basically, this is where people will answer your questions. It also, they post you a lot of news feeds, updates, all those that you can use from MCT Central. And the URL, all the URLs are already part of this PowerPoint, so you can also refer that. Plus, they also have monthly town hall for MCTs, so those kind of announcement also goes in there. So you can just watch for those announcements. But you have to be an MCT in order to access this. They have an MCT page which can only be accessed by MCT if you're MCT. Then they have MCT support website. So MCT support website is once you become MCT, and if you have any, not MCT, actually this is open for the public. So let's say if you have any question in general, which I couldn't answer today, and if you want to post those questions, you can post those questions in MCT support forum, and the team over there, they will respond to your questions. So it could be like related to your MCT application, or it could be for your renewal, or payment, or anything related to that, and they will be more than happy to answer a question. Usually I see they respond between 24 to 48 hours. In fact, I've also contacted them a couple of times for my own questions. All right. Again, it's for the support if you want any support on that. Finally, you have Microsoft is offering discounts on the books. So if you really want to buy the books, hard copy, they are offering 40% discount, even printed books from Microsoft Store, and on the soft copy they're offering 50% discount. So these are the benefits of MCT. This is from Microsoft. Plus, apart from this benefits, there are third-party benefits also which I have not listed because I don't want that keeps changing. The third-party benefit one is which I use very often, which is TechSmith Camtasia. Camtasia license is free for MCT. If you're an MCT, you can request Camtasia license, and it comes free. So I have Camtasia, editor, plus also Snagit also is another tool. Snagit is a very cool tool to take a snapshot. So I use those two tools. Plus there are other third-party benefits also which are there, which you can use it. But in nutshell, these are the benefits that being an MCT, it comes, Microsoft gives you that. With that, I think we are in Q&A. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and unmute the audience, and you can go ahead and ask your questions. And you have to unmute yourself from your intro. Go ahead. Any questions?
Hello, Neeraj. I have written. This is Vipin.
Yeah, Vipin.
So, Neeraj, my first question is, I have been I have been a lead trainer in SCL for around 1.5 years. Okay. So will that work for my instructional skill?
Yes. So if you can get a supporting document, and that supporting document could be either in the form of your manager, issuing a certificate that yes, Vipin has worked in capacity of trainer, for duration, whatever.
Okay.
Or it could be from your colleague.
Okay.
It could be from your colleague, who worked with you and who know that you have been in that role for some time. Or it could be from your student also, where you have trained them. So if you can provide those references.
So that email will also work from there.
They have particular format. Email may not work. You will have to get it in a printed form, and they sign it, and you can use that.
Okay, so I will get it from the MCT portal for this format, right?
Yeah. So I talked about the link, right? So if you can post the question there, they will send you the link.
Okay. Because on the MCT portal, I go through the MCT enrollment portal, and there I don't see any format. They just have 4 options. Institution. They don't say any corporate. So I select.
Yeah. So what I think, what you need to do is, let's see. Anyway, yeah. So you go to the MCT support site, which is I think trainingsupport.microsoft.com, and you can post your questions. So they will help you, assist you with the format. And format, it's not a hard and fast, very fixed format. Anything which can prove your instruction skills.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Thank you, Neeraj.
You're welcome. Any other questions before I move into the demo?
Neeraj, one question.
Yeah, Uday, go ahead.
This MCT program, if I want to take it, actually, say the person who is already an MCT and is having an academic site who regularly do the trainings.
Okay.
If he certifies that I am eligible for, the MCT, as you said, the letter or probably an email, will it eligible for the MC program to apply?
Yes, you can. So it doesn't have to be corporate. Anyway, even in academia also, if you're delivering those sessions, for Microsoft or, being a trainer, that will also work.
Okay, so that whatever the payment, I mean the India according to India, so that we can pay and we can get the validity and apply it, and it will take how long to get the approval and MCT
So
program?
usually they say it takes, from 1 to 2 weeks.
Okay, okay,
And if you
okay.
need any more help around, the format and all those, and whether that will work, you can, post your question on trainingsupport.microsoft.com, and they will answer you with that.
Thank you, Nirij.
You're welcome.
Hello,
Yep.
this is Sai Kiran Erich.
Yes, I can. Go ahead.
Suppose the students are go to the Microsoft certification, how much money they will pay? In Indian, there are 5,000 rupees for the 705W certification.
Sorry, I didn't get your question. Which certification you're referring? Instructional skills certification or MCSE certification? Hello?
Normal certification, 70533 Azure IAS.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, so sorry, I got confused. Yeah,
Azure
that is.
certification purpose.
Pardon?
Oh,
yeah. So sorry, I got confused. Yeah, that is. Pardon?
tell me.
Yeah, so that is around 6,000 rupees, if I'm
Hello?
6,500, yeah. Yeah, so that is around 6,000 rupees, if I'm 6,500.
That is only one chance, no?
Yes,
One attempt only.
yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Neeraj, one more question. This is Qayyum here.
Yeah.
So I've completed my certifications for 533 and 532,
Okay.
and I've scheduled for 535. To avail the complete benefits, do you want me to wait till I complete my 535 and after apply for MCT, or do you want me to apply now and wait? Or can I
So
utilize this
I think,
535 later?
yeah, I think if you're past 532, that will qualify you for MCSD certification, which is developer. And if you
Okay.
have developer certification, I think that will qualify you for enterprise Visual Studio Enterprise license, which will give you $150 of Azure credit. But if you take it 535, I know they have retired MCSD, but if you take 535 and 533 already passed and 532, that will complete the loop, the complete cycle of development.
Okay. Thanks for the answer.
Hey, Neeraj, Suresh here.
Suresh.
Yeah, I already I'm a MCSA certified person, and I already gave trainings in my internal for internal employees in my company, my previous company.
Okay.
And I moved the company, and I came to new company now.
Uh-huh.
And is there any way for me to get the? I mean, I can ask the experience letter for the training that I gave in my previous company, right? And I can upload the same there.
Yes,
in
yes,
MCT Enrollment.
yes. It doesn't have to be current. Even 15 years back, also, if you have worked as a trainer, that also fine. It doesn't matter.
Okay. So
As
only
long
thing
as-
is, do I need to get their email letter would be fine, or
well, I
printed,
think, yeah, it printed. You need a printed letter.
printed on the company letterhead or
Company
something?
letterhead, yeah, or some kind of reference stating that that you have trained people there, or you worked as a trainer, or you trained people. I mean, even if you didn't work as a trainer, but you trained people, if somebody can certify that, your manager can certify that, or your colleague can certify that, or your students can say that, that's also fine.
Yeah, I trained the people. I'm not a trainer, but I trained the people for almost last 1 year. Yeah.
Yeah, so then you get that in writing from your manager in a letter, and that should be fine.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
All right, I think we're only 10 minutes left, so I will quit.
Yeah, Neeraj, this is Marty. I have one more doubt. See, for Yeah, I'm not a trainer, but I'm giving the training for AWS. Will it helpful for MCT certification?
That's a good question. I don't have answer. I don't think AWS will work. But I would encourage you post your question on this trainingsupport.microsoft.com. This is the forum where you can ask you go into the MCT section and you can ask your questions here. They
Okay,
are very quick. They are very quick in their response time.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Okay, so I will not take any questions because we have only 10 minutes. So I'll try to give you the demonstration of all the benefits that I talked about, and then we'll take it from there, right? So the first portal that you'll go is your MCT certification. This is where you will find information about MCT. In fact, I have sourced a lot of information from this link itself. So. You can go through here and they will talk about, they will give you all the benefits, MCT benefits you can see here, Azure Pass and all those. Plus, the MCT requirement is also listed here. So this is the starting web page that you will probably start with, which talks about all the Microsoft Certified Trainer requirement, benefits, and certification. So I talked about instructional certification, right? So for example, let's say if you have not trained as a student, then you can go through the MCT certification. And there are certifications which is I talked about. You can go through those training certifications, or any other. So actually they have approved list of the program that you can go for the certification. And so here it is. Where can I find the instructional? So if I click on the requirement section, you will be able to find out the details. So let's see if I can find you those. Anyway, so they have a list of all the training, that you can take it for your, if you want to take the instructional skills certification. But in case you already have experience, then you don't need to take that. So this was the first page. The next one is, which I will talk about, is the MCT software developer and services, right? So if you look at it, this is my MCT software developer services. This is what my MCT is, right? So as a part of that, I want to show you what all the benefits that I have. This is again part of my MCT login. So when I activated that, obviously this is post activation. First they will, once you become MCT, they will send you welcome email to developer and software services of Visual Studio, and you see it's my.visualstudio.com, and that's where you will see it. So the first benefit you see is $150. Now in my case, I was MCT for long, but I didn't had MCSD certification last year. So when they activated my MSDN subscription or Visual Studio subscription, it was professional, and I had only $100 of credit. But in 2016, I achieved my MCSD. That's when I passed my 532, 533, 534. It's almost 2 years. I have to renew my MCSD certification, which is now no more there. But once I did that, next renewal, they changed my membership from professional to enterprise, and now I have $150 of monthly Azure credit, as opposed to earlier I had $100 of monthly credit. Okay. So this is one benefit. Then if you scroll on further, you will see that I have Office 365 subscription for one user. Then I have Enterprise Mobility Suite EMS E5 for 5 users. This is for 5 users. And then I have Power BI Pro, which is again, it's for 1 user. So these are 4 benefits that probably you get it. In addition to, I can download any software, Microsoft software, along with the licensing keys. I can get up to 5 licensing keys for each product. So that is by default, it's there, right? So these are the benefits in addition to the software that you can download. So this is Visual Studio benefits. Then let's see. This is the Azure Pass. So you can, if you want to request your Azure Pass for you for $100 for practice, you can do that. You can log in, which is again voucher.cloudapp.net, and if you log in, you will be able to request your vouchers, and it will ask you your name, and then your MCT ID, and then class date, which date you want to start the class. And remember, there are certain rules which you have to follow. You cannot use it to give out voucher to somebody else. It's only for teaching a training session on eligible title on which is on Azure. Okay, so make sure that don't misuse it. If you misuse it and Microsoft discovers it, they will cancel your MCT certification. So you have to be careful. They give you so much of information, so much of resources. So request everybody not to misuse it. If you become MCT, please uphold the integrity of the MCT certification. Right. A lot of people in past, they reached out to me that could you share Microsoft official curriculum. I have to politely refuse them. No, this is only meant for me and for my own purpose. I cannot give it to students. If you really want a student, you can go through any certified learning partner, and from there you attend a class they're based on mock, and they will issue those books. Right. So this is for the this is how you request the vouchers for pass, actually, for doing a lab, $100, 100 USD. Now let's talk about, this is the Microsoft online lab. Now, when you log on to that, they have all the courses has a number. Microsoft official courses has a number. So any course that, for example, let's look at if I have any 20. There's so many. So so 533, right? So 533 is our 7533 exam, and this is the course for that. So you can do all your labs here. So when you click on that, it will create whatever VM is required. It will provision it for you and everything, and then you can do in the background. So those, you can do it. So I think they have labs for all. There may be something missing like 535. I don't see it. But in general, usually you'll find the labs for which require servers to be provisioned. Cloud labs, they are missing. I don't see, like, for example, I do see for Office 365, but not they're really great. But let's say if you're doing Windows 2016, so Windows 2016 lab is there, you can do that. So I think which paper is 74207. 41. Whichever. So like in a Windows 2016 lab, if you want to do it, you can do it here, because those requires the servers. Yeah, this is Windows, right? So networking with Windows. This all will have the labs, and it will provision all the servers for you. Plus, it will also give you the lab manual, which is really cool. Again, this is only for the MCTs. I think 744. Do they have lab for upgrade one? I don't know. 744 is. Yeah, they may not have lab for upgrade, but it's alright. So anything related to the lab, you can do it. And when you click on this, for example, let's say I want to do this, it will tell you how much time it will take, and then you click on the take lab, it will start provisioning the servers behind the scene for you. And then once it is provisioned, it takes 5 minutes, and then you can complete all your lab. So you can see that it's saying we are launching. So it will, you can do those labs. Again, this is only for the trainers and for your readiness. Don't use it. Don't give access to your, or share your credentials to your students. All right. So then what's next? Next is, let's say once you become MCT, then you will log into your dashboard, which is MCT Dashboard. This is how, and you will be able to see your benefits. So if you look at the benefit, the first thing I see is 75% discount over here. Right. So if you really want to use that, you can use 75% discount. And again, this is only going for what? For cloud infrastructure, data management analytics, Office 365, and Windows 10. So any courses around that, and there are actually 14 exams. So you will be able to you will be able to use 75% discount there. Okay. So this is your dashboard, which is again microsoft.com/MCP. Anyway, once you become MCT, you log into the MCT dashboard, you will be able to see all your benefits at one place. Then this is the learning download center I talked about, that if you want to download anything, you can search your courses. For example, let's say I want to search for Azure, and oops. So let's log in for a little. Ask me to log in. Yeah. So if I search for Azure, so I can see, like, the Azure, the latest course was updated on 9th February. So this is very recent, and I can see, I can look at this. So 28533, all these courses are there which I really want to download. I can download it, and when you go in there, so what all you have? You have your PowerPoint. You have your no, this is not a good one. So let's look at the yeah, this one should be a good one. So you have your PowerPoint, you have then you have your setup guide, lab setup guide, then trainer handbook, which is a PDF format. This is OneNote format, so you can look at in OneNote and you can see that, and then the trainer prep guide. So all these, you can download it, and you can store it. And when you download it, so for example, I'll show you. So this is my Microsoft official curriculum for Azure Stack. Actually, that is also out. So you can have it in your OneNote format, and it's very easy to read conveniently. You can browse through all those courses. This is really cool. And if you're really into PDF reading, you can always refer your OneNote, not OneNote, but the trainer's handbook. You can refer those trainer handbook. That is in the PDF format, Microsoft official curriculum in PDF format. Then what's next? Then we have Courseware Marketplace. I talked about that. If you want to buy something, you can buy from here. And once you bought it, then you use SkillPipe to basically redeem those licenses. So let's say if I want to 2053 have anything for 5? Okay, 533 actually. I'm going to see. Now, if I say 20533, I see there are different courses. Now you have this OD, and then you have 2053. So this is a regular course, and OD is on demand, wherein it is in form of video. The trainer has already trained, and they have okay, so sorry, there are some questions. Discount one time. All right, if you have any question, guys, speak up. Okay, I know we can, we are late, but still, I'll take 5 more minutes.
Hi, Neeraj. This is Lalit Kiran.
Yeah, Kiran.
Okay, you show me that 75% discount for MCT certificates. Certifications. Is it for one time or every time? For example, I take the session, I take the MCT. Unfortunately, I failed that one. Shall I take one more time with the 75% discount?
Okay, so you took an exam and then you failed. That's what you're saying. Yeah, you can every time.
Multiple times is accepted.
Yeah, multiple times is accepted. Yes, it is.
Okay, with the same exam, 75% discount is applicable.
Yes, 75. Yes, and they have 14 exams. So if let me click and learn more. So these are the exams that you get.
Lalit.
Yeah, Lalit.
Lalit. So your answer is once you are certified with the MCT, then only you can avail this discount. Okay? Until unless you are not certified, you cannot be able to avail that 75% of discount.
Yes.
Correct. And this discount only applies to these courses. So I have highlighted.
Right. And even that you on a daily basis or probably on a monthly basis, Microsoft is releasing their discounts as well. So probably if you wanted to update, or you wanted to give a certification with other criteria certification, that you have to look it out to your portal and will get and avail those discounts as well.
Yeah. All right. So
Neeraj, one question, Neeraj.
Yeah,
Neeraj, the MOOCs lab online, whichever you're showing right now.
Yes.
Is it eligible to share, or is it only the MCT who are training, they can learn by themselves to train? Is it that a program is designed for that?
Yeah, so it's only for MCTs. Everything, guys, I'm saying it's only for MCTs. Okay, you cannot share with the students. So for example, see, look at this lab that I have provisioned. So now I have all these, domain control and server, and depending on the lab manual, I can look at the lab manual and I perform the actions. I can perform those actions.
Is it differ from hands-on lab because
Yeah,
it
it is
is
different.
available?
Yeah, it is different. That hands-on lab is only limited to Azure or in a certain hands-on lab, right? Or some
Okay.
other. But this is specific. This lab is specific for mock, Microsoft official
Okay.
curriculum. Those are not mock labs. These are targeted for mock.
Okay. So if I want that kind of limitation, it's there in answer, but I want this kind of the Azure stack or kind of a materials. How do I achieve that? Is it I can purchase that?
Yeah, so that is there. I mean, for you, for training, let's say you're an MCT, yes, you can do that. But for students, if they want to do it, then they have to go through a class with one of the learning
Okay.
partners.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Thank
If you're
you.
an MCT, you have all unfettered access, everything for you, but don't share it with your students.
Hi Neeraj,
Thank you.
this is Pawan. I'm a Microsoft certified trainer and I try to use 75% discount for my certifications of 535. And in India, certification cost is $80, but when I try to use 75% discount, still showing me same amount. So how I can get this
So
benefit?
yeah,
Because
so I would say get in touch with these guys, the Microsoft support guys. I showed you. So where it is? Here it is. Training support.microsoft.com. Just post your question. They will help you. They'll get you the code.
Thank you so much.
Okay. All right. So let's quickly, just recap, right? So you have this Microsoft official curriculum, which is like, these PDF versions. And it's not PDF, basically online you can read it. I'll show you that. Plus this is OD, which is on demand, which is pre-recorded. Somebody has already great trainers have recorded with the video recording, and so you can buy one copy from here free of cost, one copy only. After that, they don't let you buy because this restriction is there. And once you buy, it will give you a license key. That license key has to be redeemed in SkillPipe. This is the software. So like, right now I'm reading Microsoft, Azure Stack, because I have registered for Azure Stack exam, so I'm reading through it. So this is where I can see all my courses. If I go in my menu and if I go in my bookshelf, I'll be able to see all my books that I have redeemed, books or on demand. So these are the books like 20537 is my configuring operating hybrid cloud. This is integrating on-premise core infrastructure, Microsoft Azure. So these are books, right? So that's what, if I click on this, you will see, like, you can read it online. They have application also from mobile also, you can read it. So that's not a problem. Plus, yeah. Go ahead.
Neeraj, one short question. After showing all experience letter and MCSE certification and all, do we need to show any demonstration or exam to Microsoft also?
No.
Okay, no exam and no demonstration.
No. Exam and demonstration is needed if you don't have experience and you're going through CTT plus CompTIA CTT plus training and all those, depending on which training you take.
Okay,
right?
Thank you.
Okay. Now, I want to show you the on demand, how it looks like, because that's a really cool one. So for example, let's see if I have on demand for 20533 347. Yeah, 533, for example. Now this is the one which, is a pre-recorded by the instructor. So again, it's a mock only. They're teaching you through the mock, but instead of book, now you have, these pre-recorded sessions from the trainer, and it's a combination of text plus recorded sessions. So, obviously, I don't know if I play, you guys will be able to hear it or not, but, basically, this will play the video for you. So let's look at this. If I can show you this guy, yeah. So he's going to, like, talk you through this, the trainer, right? And then he'll bring the slides, and those slides, will which you will be basically, which we download and we use it. So see, like this. So this is what I meant, right? This is what I meant when I, said about the on demand. This is really cool. I mean, if you don't want to watch videos, fine. You can say that it's exactly it's delivered by the trainer. It's pre-recorded, right? Then so this is. Then this is Microsoft Imagine Academy. I said, you can come here and there are many courses that you can do for free for Azure, and these are not related to any exam as per se, but like you want to learn about GDPR, you can look at GDPR, Azure Stack support, troubleshooting. So many things which is available for free of cost being an MCT. So this is Microsoft Imagine Academy. I think, and then this is born2learn.mslearn.net is the community. That's what I said, MCT community, where you can post your questions. People will help you. Again, if you're MCT, then only you will be able to access the MCT section. Otherwise, you will not be. And this is where they have product releases, prep kits, skill pipe, download centers, training tools. There's so many things they offer you. They help you, enable you with your, to make you a successful trainer. Right, so you can do that from here. If you really want to do that, you can do that. And most of the time, they will post the beta exam. This is where from I get the information and I post it to my audience. Right, most of the time, beta exam announcement will come here. So you guys can also bookmark born2learn.mslearn.net. The general section is available for everybody, but the MCT section is only for the MCTs. All right. But this is really a cool place. I spend a lot of time here, gathering information, seeing what's trending in the certification, what's new, anything and everything. What else? This we talked about, trainingsupport.microsoft.com. This is where you can post your any question you have, which probably I couldn't satisfactorily answer because I'm not an MCT renewal expert or per se, but whatever limited knowledge I have, I put this session together for you guys, so that you guys get excited and go out and see if MCT is something right for you. That's something really excites you. I mean, for me, it's really exciting because I'm not able to I don't deliver sessions training, but I'm able to deliver AzureTalk. Plus, also it helps me to keep up to date. So anything that I have to work on Azure, any new technology, new certification, I don't have to go and take any classes. I can I have all access. It's only about attitude. If you have self-learning attitude, you can learn from here and all the resources you have, right? So that's why I always prefer being an MCT, and I do train once a year, to make sure that I fulfill those requirements. But otherwise, I'm not a full-time trainer. Okay, so this is trainingsupport.microsoft.com, where you will post your questions. If you have any question, anybody can post a question here for MCT, and make sure that you click on MCT. In fact, I have posted my question, which was for the renewal, and the question, I don't know if I can find it here, but here you will have all the details, all the challenges you have, their qualifying certifications. Then MCT enrollment payment. I mean, somebody has some problem. They post it here. Membership, MCT. So all these questions, you will be able to post here, and you can see the people if they have already posted these questions. Then finally, this is your Microsoft Press Store. So if you are an MCT, you will get 50% discount on ebook and 40% on hardbook. So if you really want to, you can enjoy your courtesy to Microsoft, and you will be able to use this benefit. One more thing I wanted to show you. So let's look at my dashboard. Where is my dashboard? Oops, sorry. Here is my dashboard. And if I go into the benefits, so you see there are benefits for MCTs, which is Microsoft Benefits, plus the third party. Now, if you're going to third party, there are many other, screenshot monitors and all those. But the one which is really cool is I look at where is my MCT. Oh, here it is. Yeah. So you can look at this. This is TechSmith is what I was referring to. So let me enlarge it for you. TechSmith is what I was referring to. So this section over here. So you will have access to Camtasia, Snagit, on Camtasia. This is really the best screencasting tool ever I've worked with, and it's very good for creating your own videos, sessions which you want to upload on YouTube, or to share with your students, and all those you can use it for, and it comes free of cost as a part of that. It costs a lot of money if you really want to buy it. So, and if you're an MCT, they are giving it for free. You have to just submit a request, through their portal, and then you will get the license for it. So this is one of the favorite third-party tool that I use a lot of time. All right, I think we are 15 minutes past our allotted time. I really apologize, for being I couldn't keep on time, but I think we had a lot of questions, and we want to answer those questions. I don't want to leave out any questions, so that's why. Any questions per se before we call it off?
Neeraj, one question. So during that the lab and the Microsoft lab and the without lab, the one from the URL which you mentioned, shop.courseware.
Shop.courseware.com, yeah.
That 90 days which it says, is it a validity or is it the time which required for the course to learn? What exactly that?
Where it says 90 days?
If you go to there and if you go to the URL, there I can see 90 days.
Which one?
One is on the lab. If you go back to that link, the Courseware.
That's Courseware. Okay, hold on. This one?
Yeah, the 90 days which it says.
Where it says 90?
And implement Microsoft Azure, the fourth one. Yeah, fifth one. Yeah, 90 days.
Oh, this one. Well, now you have unlimited access. Don't worry about it.
Okay, just to plan.
Yeah, it's unlimited access. For trainers, it's on demand. It's unlimited. I don't know why they have mentioned in 90 days. Because see, here it is no 90 days. This is new thing I'm seeing. It's maybe because it's a new. It's a D. Actually, every mock will have A, B, C, D. So D is the latest one. Usually they should be there. It's unlimited for Microsoft trainers.
Okay.
This is on demand. Basically, this is looking at on demand, which is video recorded sessions of mock.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions?
Hey Neeraj, Suresh here. I'm trying to register through MCT enrollment tool. I gave all the information about my previous experience details as well, but it's not taking me to next step. So I'm not sure am I doing anything wrong here.
So I would say that you post your question in the MCT.
Okay. Yeah.
And
okay.
They will respond. They will help you. They will take you through the entire process.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, I think we are almost 18 minutes past, so I think we'll close the call. And I thank you everybody for joining our session today. And I'll post the recording, not today, maybe tomorrow, and share the details with the entire team in the group. And in case if you're not part of our Telegram group, please feel free to join our Telegram group and make sure that you're already there. And once again, thank you very much for joining our session today. And we'll continue to have more sessions in coming Saturdays in session. And in fact, next Saturday we are going to launch our O365 talk. So, keep tuned to our announcement, and we'll have more sessions and we'll have more knowledge sharing. So, thank you once again for joining our session today, and wish you a wonderful weekend. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very